Like this, like this.
Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new tutorial on the Mindless Artistry channel. My name is NEX, I'm a brand new recruit for Mindless. We're only going to have 2 tutorial designers, so I hope that you guys do enjoy me, my personality, and my designs. I'm going to be teaching you guys today how to create your own personal stocks. Reason being for creating your own personal stocks, a lot of people do say, you know, Google is a wonderful place. You know, I do agree with that. You can get a lot of different stocks from Google, of course. But when you create your own stocks, you bring your designs to another level because nobody else can replicate it to 100%. If you take something off the internet, of course, you know, other people will be able to just go, oh, hey, you know, he just searched up cool stocks. Maybe I'll do that and I'll be able to copy his style. When you do this, you will be ensuring that every single banner you create is unique to you. So the first thing that I do when I'm going to go and create my own stocks is I just go, I'll just close out of this real quick. This is a little pack that my buddy Will and I are working on. You guys can see that I've got a few of my own stocks in here, you know, geometry, patterns, that kind of stuff. Not trying to, you know, show you guys this pack so that you'll buy it. I'm just showing you guys that, you know, I do create my own stocks, that kind of stuff. I've got a different pack with a bunch more stocks in it, but this is just open because it's an awesome resource to use. So yeah, so the first thing that I like to do is I like to go File, New, or just Control-N, which is a lot quicker, of course. I can't tell you guys what the Macintosh version of this tutorial will be. I do not own a Macintosh, nor will I ever own a Macintosh. I prefer Windows. That's just my personal preference. So what we're going to do, you know, create a new document, and we are going to go width 4000, height 4000. This just ensures that, you know, it's a high quality, crisp thing, crisp stock, excuse me. So we'll just Control and Alt, and we'll just unlock that layer there. Create a new layer. So I showed you guys in here linear swipes, made by me, and linear swipes. So these things here, they help a lot in a lot of my banners. If I go to my desktop, I use them actually in this. You know, I've got my hometown in the background, so, you know, it's original to me. When I see that, it makes more sense to me than it would for someone else. But I do use some different linear swipes in this, made all by me, of course. So yeah, so I'm just going to show you guys how to create some of those today. Of course, you know, one thing that I do want to say to you guys is creating your own stocks is all about originality, creativity. It's more or less about thinking about what you want to do for these stocks. Obviously, I'm not going to show you guys how to, you know, create every single stock that will ever be invented. No, you guys have to go out, create your own stocks, figure this out, but I'm just going to give you guys a brief explanation on, you know, some different ways that I create my own stocks. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go into View, New Guide. This will either give me vertical being up and down, horizontal being left and right, and I'm just going to type in 50 and then holding Shift, and then press the 5 to give us the percent sign, and 50%. So that is the horizontal one. That will give us exactly in the middle. And then we are going to do this once again, 50%, and we're just going to select the vertical side. Just gonna take a sip real quick. This video was sponsored by Mug Root Beer. They don't even have a catchphrase. I was gonna say the catchphrase. There we are. What do these have a catchphrase? Yeah. This video was sponsored by Reese's Pieces Peanut Butter Cups. Peanut butter in pure milk chocolate. Alright, that was fun. So what we're just gonna do here is I'm going to go like this, holding Alt, going to drag out a rectangular tool. There we go. Just click the rectangular. You might have it set to this. All you're going to do is hold down right there and go on to your rectangular. The hotkey to go directly to that is just M. Just press M on your keyboard, and that'll bring you to there. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to put black on our backing so that, you know, we can see it. And just go like that. Control backspace or control no, actually just control backspace, because control delete is a completely different thing for a different tutorial. So now that we've got that, we have our opacity and we have our fill opacity. Fill allows us to keep our blending options alive, I suppose. So we're just going to drop down the fill all the way to 0. So that's just going to give us, you know, it's invisible, but we can actually use stroke now. And you know, you can just bump this up to wherever you feel like you're happy. I'm going to put mine at 5, maybe a bit more. I'm going to put mine at 9. Yeah, and then I'm just going to set it to inside so that it's not curved on the outside there. And okay, there we are. So next thing we're going to do is right-click, rasterize. But first, for the people who are using lower-end Photoshop like CS4, CS5, it doesn't actually allow you to rasterize a layer style. So all we're going to do is we're just going to create a new layer, and we're going to hold Control, select both layers, right-click, merge layers. And that's just going to make it so that we've only got this box now. Get rid of the backing, just like, you know, just hide it. And we can see that, you know, there's nothing inside of the box. It's just this line there. So just put that thing back on there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select half of this, and I'm just going to delete it, because in a second here we are actually going to flip it. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my eraser tool, or E if you need that hotkey, and we're just going to grab something soft and bump up the size. I'm going to go with 1500, see if that works. 1500 might not work. Let's try something like, let's go with 2200. That should work. There we go. And then I'm going to zoom in, holding Control and Alt and my mouse wheel. I'm just going to zoom in here. There we go. Real quick, I just want to apologize if you guys can hear my keyboard. It's very close to my microphone. I'm using a Blue Yeti microphone, which is about $240 Canadian dollars, and it picks up everything. I'm going to try my hardest to take it out of the video using Audacity, the software, but you guys will probably still end up hearing it in the videos, so just a future warning for future videos, future tutorials. I do apologize about the keyboard. Okay, so now that we've got our eraser here, I'm just going to caps lock so that it'll sort of, you know, just give us this guy here, not the entire thing, so we can actually see where we're going. So caps lock, and I'm just going to probably go right on the outside here. And there we go. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to this corner, erase, and just the bottom corner now, just scroll down. And I can sort of see it when I tilt my head like this. There we are, perfect. So what that did was it gave us this line outwards. We could have went like this, we could have just did one line and then dragged it down, but I mean, you know, it's all the same. So if you select this now, it's none of that, perfect. Okay, so we're just going to hit Control J to duplicate it, Control T to be allowed to, you know, I guess play with its options. And then all we're going to do is we're going to right click, go down to flip horizontal, and we're going to bring it over to this side. So now you guys can see we've got, you know, sort of the start for our swipe. Let's just double check, make sure that it is connected properly. Make sure they're 1 pixel, and we'll just bring it in like that. Perfect. And we're sitting pretty good so far. Okay, so that's the start of it. Next I'm going to create a new layer. First I'm going to name this outline, just for the quick moment so that we don't lose track. Sorry, I still had on caps lock. Just so that, you know, I don't lose track. And I'm going to go onto my brush tool. Okay, so create new layer, brush tool. And this time I'm thinking I'm going to try it on 3000. Might work. Let's just take a look. That'll work perfect. Okay, so this time our foreground color is going to be black, and we are going to go just like so. Click it right there. It's debatable. What should we do? I don't want to make that larger. Yeah, actually, I think that's a good idea. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to go like that, and we are going to select our outline, and we're going to use our rectangular marquee tool, drag this down here to about the middle point, and Control T once again, and we'll just put it in the middle. There we go. And I'll grab our big circle here, and I'll just drag it a little bit bigger, like so. You know what, actually, I'm going to drag it in. No. So we're just trying to find a good match. Alright, there we are. So next what we're going to do is we are going to, just while holding Alt on our rectangular marquee tool, hold Alt and just go out like this, so that there is that. Oh, my bad. My apologies. Start from mid, go out like this, and we are going to put it right on the bottom. Why is that like that? Is that not centered correctly? Should be. I apologize. Alright, so we'll just, I guess we'll drag from the top, seeing as I don't think that we centered that properly, because I forgot to zoom in. So we'll just drag it up like that. We will press delete, and there we go. Perfect. And we'll do the same from the bottom here. A little bit up, move it down. And like so, there we are. Awesome. Okay, so that's the start. As you guys can see now, this is starting to take shape. So I'm going to take my eraser tool yet again, and from the left side in the middle, we are going to erase. And same applies for the other side. Middle, and erase. There we are. And we will just merge those layers there. Alright, so that's the beginning of it. You know, that is the beginning of the linear swipe. So now, this is our baseline, so we'll just name this base. Oh, sorry, caps lock yet again. Base, there we are. And we will just quickly duplicate it, and we will hide that one because we always want to make sure that we have a base. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go Control J, Control T. Oh. I know what I did. Sorry guys. Gonna have to do one more thing. We'll go on our base, and we'll go like that, and layer via cut. There we go, and we'll rename it one more time. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not trying to make this last all too long because I know that you guys are very busy people, and you guys have family, lives to do, and it's just something quick that you guys want to learn, not something that you want to spend your entire afternoon on. So we're just going to, you know, sort of place these around, scattered, I suppose, just like that, and like this maybe, and maybe we will take this, add a distortion, just a possibility, and there. We could also take this, oh sorry guys, didn't mean to press Control T. Could also take this layer here and go like this. Sort of makes it look like it's popping inwards and then coming back out, sort of like a bit of a bowl. There we are. Which one is that? That is that one, And I'm just going to shrink this guy just a tad, maybe like that, till he's just a little taut. And then I'm going to move this guy up and make him a part of there. And now we're starting to build our own stocks. Control J, forgot to hide our base. Okay. So there we are. Then we can just sort of move it like that to the point of being sideways. And because we did this in 4000 by 4000, it is completely scalable down. So say we're working on a banner, you know, we can scale this all the way down until it fits the banner right. But creating a stock is all about originality, all about, you know, doing your own thing. You guys aren't just going to go, oh hey, now I know how to create a stock, and the only stock that you guys will ever create is a linear swipe. Obviously not, you know. You guys do want to do different stuff. If we go back into this here, I use quite a different stuff, quite a bunch of different stuff. I call these quarter swipes that I made. You know, they're kind of neat. They've got a nice look to them. You can use those in backings. These are the triangle overlays, which work awesome for basic banners. These are circle overlays, which work really good in some different banners. If you're into stuff like the 2D inner glow style, if that's, you know, you're trying to, you know, replicate that style, I suppose, this would be a good stock for you. You know, you add that beside your text, and there you go. That's a bit of lighting. Sort of looks like a flower. You know, you can always create a bunch of different stocks. I'm still creating my own stocks, of course. Stocks are something that you need in designing. People that say that they don't like to use stocks at all, for being honest, everybody uses stocks. You can't get around not using stocks, even professional stuff. If we just want to go to Twitter, hopefully my timeline isn't all too bad. Oh, there's Killer Keemstar. We'll just go to my timeline and we'll go to Nike. Nike, where is it? Did I not put an I? Oh, that would be why. Okay, so if we go on to @Nike and we go into their pictures, you know, stocks. There was no stock on that one. Stocks are always used, so that's just a photo there. Let's try and find something. That's just a normal picture. I really want to find one that's got stocks on it for you guys, because even professionals use that. Yep. So in the backing, we can see a bit of a drop shadow. There was probably some different stocks added. So they're looking like a lot of different renders and pictures. Not a lot of companies do use them. Like actual advertisements like that. But what I mean is, you know, even professional companies use stocks. See, this is a bad image, but at the same time, it is a stock. We've got the different stocks here. We've got, of course, the music. We've got the snowflakes. We've got, even here, you know, you can see what they did was they used a motion blur on some snow, and then they used, you know, some different blurring techniques. This obviously wasn't a very good advertisement. I don't even think that Nike should have posted that, because that isn't, that wouldn't be up to snuff. But, you know, you guys can see that professional companies do use stocks. So when you guys are creating your own personal stocks, make sure to be original. Make sure that you guys do create your own, because as I said earlier on in this video, you will have the most unique stuff if you create your own stocks. If we just go onto google.ca and we just search stocks, obviously, you know, you guys can go stock market, stocks, for designers. Oh, this is hilarious. Let's just try this one more time. Photoshop stocks. There we go. So you guys can see, you know, some different stuff. You guys can take inspiration from different stocks. A good stock that I can see from here would be maybe something like this, which is easily replicated. You just need some different curves. You could do that with a pen tool and a bit of Gaussian blur. Not Gaussian blur itself, maybe motion blur and radial blur you could use to create that. There's definitely different stuff. Make sure to, you know, if you guys are just starting creating your own stocks, make sure to go onto Google, search up stuff like this, maybe try and replicate a few, and you guys will learn a lot. But I think that is all my time. I'm not sure how many minutes I've been at it creating this one linear swipe, but you know, I just want to make sure that I get a message out to you guys, and that message would be always create your own stocks, you know, always try and be as original as possible. And I do want to thank you guys for coming out and watching this video today. I hope that you guys do have an awesome rest of your day. Make sure to check out the music in the description as well. Check out my channel if you guys do enjoy tutorials, speed arts, different kinds of stuff. I do stuff like web design, I do branding, I do logo designs, I do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm a bit of a jack of all trades myself. But this has been NEX, and I hope that you guys do have an awesome rest of your day. This has been another tutorial on the Mindless Artistry. Bye guys.